Monday night, January 2nd, NFL fans across the country tuned in for what was probably the most anticipated matchup of the regular season between two Super Bowl contenders, the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals. What ensued was beyond what anyone could have anticipated. During just the third drive in the game, tragedy struck. 24-year-old Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed following a routine tackle on Bengals receiver T. Higgins. First responders stormed the field to perform life-saving CPR and was able to restore Hamlin's heartbeat before he was rushed to the nearby University of Cincinnati Medical Center. Hamlin was intubated and sedated as the world held its breath. On January 4th, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow and head coach Zach Taylor shared their experience during the immediate aftermath of the horrifying incident.
We tried to do all we could. We went over there and saw him and just tried to give, like you said, give as much support as you can in a situation like that. Nobody wanted to continue to play the game in a situation like that, and I know how everybody would be feeling in our locker room if it was one of our guys, and I know how we were feeling, and it was one of their guys. So it was a scary, emotional night.
I'll lead it off here. Our thoughts and prayers are with Damar Hamlin and his family and his loved ones and his teammates, the coaches, the entire Bills organization. We've always had a great deal of respect for them. I think that's grown much deeper, obviously, with what we've all seen transpire. And so certainly we're pulling for Damar, hoping for the most positive outlook, and looking forward to him seeing all the support that he's getting from his team, his community, people around the league, his family. That'll be a great day when he's able to see that. I also want to point out a lot of other people that I thought just did an outstanding job handling the situation the other day. All the medical professionals that were involved, the Bills trainers, the Bills doctors, our trainers, our doctors, the paramedics, the emergency response team. I thought that they were on it. They were composed. It was obviously a complicated situation on the field that everybody was trying to process. And for me personally, being down there and seeing the composure that everybody involved had, obviously not knowing how the situation is going to unfold, I was led to believe that it was going to be positive because of how they handled it. And I think that's important to point out that they were prepared and that they gave Damar the best chance.
The next day, on January 5th, Hamlin's medical team was able to report some encouraging news.
We would like to share that there has been substantial improvement in his condition over the past 24 hours. We had significant concern about him after the injury and after the event that happened on the field, but he is making substantial progress. As of this morning, he is beginning to awaken, and it appears that his neurological condition and function is intact. We are very proud to report that, very happy for him and for his family and for the Buffalo Bills organization that he is making improvement. He continues to be critically ill and continues to undergo intensive care in our surgical and trauma ICU. He's being cared for by ICU neurocritical care teams, trauma surgery, and a cardiology team, as well as our expert nurses and respiratory therapists. They are attending to him, and he still has significant progress that he needs to make, but this marks a really good turning point in his ongoing care.
As the world waited for an update, both Hamlin and his teammates received an overwhelming outpouring of support. A GoFundMe page, ran by Hamlin's charity Chasing M's, has racked up over $7 million to date, thanks to over 200,000 individual contributors. The fundraiser was initially established to support a toy drive for underprivileged kids in Hamlin's community, and it collected about $2,500 before the injury. Notable contributors include the Indianapolis Colts, New England Patriots, Tom Brady, and Matt Stafford, just to name a few. The NFL, NFL Players Association, and retailer Fanatics have also stated that 100% of Hamlin's jersey sales will be donated to Hamlin's charity. Also on January 5th, the Bills met with the media for the first time since the incident to provide an update.
Yeah, very encouraging. We've been getting incremental updates. And Brandon and Nate, Brandon Bean and Nate Bresky, Nate being our head trainer, as well as Tabani. Richard stayed behind in Cincinnati at the hospital. They've been there the whole time. And so my hat goes off to them as well. But they've been giving us updates, or Damar's doctors have been giving our doctors updates, Dr. Bisson here in town. And then the updates have flowed basically through either Brandon and Nate or Dr. Bisson or directly from Damar's doctors. And the news has been very encouraging as we all are up to date at this point, and just extremely grateful.
I want to thank I know Coach mentioned it earlier, but our training staff for going out there, not knowing what's going on, but going through a checklist, working as a single-cell symbiote, like saving his life, and is being on that field. You lose sleep, you hurt for your brother, a lot of shared grief. But to the question before, getting updates and positive updates eases so much of that pain and that tension that you feel. But Coach handled it as perfect as anybody could.
Thank you.
I do want to say one more thing, and I haven't reached out to T. I hope that he got some relief today, and I don't know. I saw some stuff on Twitter, and people should not be attacking him whatsoever. And I'm glad that Damar's family came out and said that, and hopefully he found some relief today, because again, that's a football play, and I hope that he doesn't hold that upon himself, because again, there's nothing else that he could have done in that situation. So I just wanted to say that too.
We will continue to monitor Hamlin's situation, and we wish him a speedy recovery. If you'd like to contribute to Hamlin's charity, please check out the links in the video description below.